Hi all, my name is Wilma Leong, and this is my extemporaneous speech for class 310. Today I'm going to be taking you through the making of a simple pasta dish for dinner or lunch. This is my daughter's favorite pasta dish. It is a feta, artichoke, olive, and heavy cream pasta dish. It includes sun-dried tomatoes as well. So let's get started. So the first thing you'll need to do is go through the ingredients, or the first thing I need to do is go through the ingredients. So the first ingredient is, of course, the feta cheese, and I prefer the organic feta cheese because it's creamier. But if you prefer, you can buy just any kind of feta cheese as long as it is doesn't have basil or any type of other flavorings to it. The second thing you'll need pitted olives in order to save time. I always buy something that doesn't have the pit in the middle. This way you can just throw the olives in. In this case, I didn't buy the olives that are cut up, so I just crushed them into the dish. The third thing that I normally include in the dish is garlic, and fresh garlic. I mince it and throw it into the dish, and I use the oil from the sun-dried tomatoes to add additional flavor to the dish. I then include artichokes, and I know I've made this dish 1,000 times, and every time I make it, someone says to me, "Oh, what is that?" And that ingredient is artichoke. You don't really taste it; it just adds a nutty flavor to the main dish. I use heavy cream, of course. The heavy cream, you use this whole pint, or if you want to make it leaner, you could use the light heavy cream. I prefer the sauce to be exactly as it was intended, and so I use the heavy cream to add body to the dish. And last but not least, of course, you'll need your pasta. I like Vitoni because it only takes several minutes to make this. Of course, being a single mom and going to school and working full-time is difficult, so anything that I can cut corners on, I will. So let's get started. I've already started with putting the olives in the dish. I used a little bit of oil from the sun-dried tomatoes, and I crushed up some garlic to start the dish. I threw that in, and let's see how that's doing. And the next thing you want to do, and this is a layering dish, you can't just throw all the ingredients together because of you don't want to burn certain things, and some things take longer to cook. So I would recommend starting with the olives and then the sun-dried tomatoes, and after a few minutes adding the rest of the ingredients. I do start with garlic. I start most of my dishes with garlic, and for this time I didn't use onions because I just felt like the onions would take too long to cook. Once you have added in the olives and the sun-dried tomatoes, give it about 2 minutes, and then cut up the sun-dried tomatoes and artichokes, and just put them in. And then what you want to do is, I've already started the water process before I started cutting up the vegetables and everything else. What you want to do is keep an eye on your water. Make sure you put some salt and olive oil in your water so that you'll have flavorful pasta when it's ready. So give me a second. I also use salt that doesn't come in a what do they call those pour things. I get it at the gourmet food store, and the reason for that is the sea salt at the gourmet stores is probably better for you. I don't know why, it just tastes better in food. I use a pinch for that in the dish itself, and I use a heaping pinch in the pasta. The pasta is almost boiling, so I started this dish about 5 minutes ago, and it's going to be done in another 6 minutes or so. The next thing, the next thing you need to do is add in the heavy cream. And when you add in the heavy cream, lower the heat between medium and low on the burner. This way, the heavy cream doesn't start cooking until doesn't start cooking right away. At some point, after you mix it, you'll start noticing that the feta cheese starts to melt. And once the feta cheese starts to melt, just mix it, and it provides a really nice base or really nice sauce. So I hope you enjoyed this. Unfortunately, because of the camera I'm using, I can't bring the camera over to the dish. So give it a try. Let me know how it is, and I appreciate any feedback you could give me in terms of the speech itself. Thank you.